And would you look at that? In the span of a couple of days, we destroyed 3 armies. Our main army is just unstoppable. Okay, that's that dealt with. Right. We actually need to go to Dres. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That done. Task forces. Sure, we'll do that. Don't really need it. Wars won over map. The large unit got ambushed on March. It was moving too slow and could not spot the hidden enemies in time. The officers are asking the commander to review the overall strategy of troop movement. Now we'll move decisively at lightning speed. Decisive charges, enemy positions take the initiative away from the demons and save more lives than they cost. The officers have understood that they are expected to give quick and bold orders. Right. Gotta talk to the Captain Odan. Who... I don't know fucking where he is. That's, I'm assuming he's just on the streets of Dresden. Sorry about that, guys. Had a quick sneeze there. Oh. Right by the fucking fortress. Of course he is. How's everyone's day? Imagine on the street. Stream, what a nerd. I mean, I know, right, Pat? What a fucking nerd. Odan looks paler than usual. His voice trembles nervously. Commander, now that our troops are in excellent shape and ready for action, I request to be sent to the front lines to serve as a field officer. Why do you want that? Odan clenches his fist in desperation, a dramatic show of emotion for the normally impenetrable Ed Captain. I've been preparing for this battle for decades. My duty to my fallen comrades forbids me from hiding behind others. After a pause, he adds in a heavy voice, I'm tired of living under the weight of my sins. Perhaps in battle I can free myself of their burden. Are you sure you can handle going back to the front lines? All 200 of my dead brothers and sisters are waiting for me to do my duty. I will not allow myself to stumble under their gaze. I'll let you fight. I'll let you go, sorry. Fight valiantly. Once posture becomes somewhat even straighter, thank you, Commander. I will leave for the front lines at once. Cool, now I just have to deal with this and deal with the endgame. Both of which require me to be on the map, so let's get the fuck out of here. You know what? We may as well have a fucking final rest as well. Have a final rest. And then go from there.
Thus, to remove the skin of the dead dragon without damaging it, you must first lift the scales at the neck and then make a careful incision between them.
The cut needs to be made with a red-hot knife, if circumstances allow. Don't forget to write that down. It's important.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Those two helping each other out. Okay. Holy shit, that fox is talking. I'm high as shit. That'd be a kitsune, but yeah, Pat, no, Pat, you know what? Yeah, you're high as shit, Pada. Right. Slowly but surely move this army. Kids here sound like anime trash. Burn the weave. Well, nothing I can do about it. That's the one. Look at him. Odan's only level 15. Odan, if you were a higher level, I'd actually give you control. But unfortunately, you're just not good enough. Gonna save one more day. Treasures from the lake. Nah, I'm not gonna do it anyway. There. Okay. I'll slap you down. Ready, you? Got an extra turn. Okay. No, they don't get pissed if you don't use them. Well, that dude sucks. Right, now we just have to maximize all aspects of the crusade, so... I don't know how long it's going to take for that to get done. I'm assuming until this is done. Someone more than equal. An errand officer who is respected from Mendev, committed a minor crime, got caught. We'll try him publicly. It's fine. Fought. The army of the champions of the abyss, gathered at his behest, was thought to be invincible. The crushing defeat delivered by the commander has demonstrated the folly of his belief. The greatest, fiercest, and proudest warriors of the abyss have been put into the dry Sicorian ground, thus proving that even demonic rage cannot bring down the fearless defenders of Galarian. Cool. Crusader gathered, nice. Garbage dump. Demand the removal. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, we got some demon armies to kill. We've got one up here, I'm assuming. Wait, where are you? Oh, you're fucking down there, right? Yeah, we've got two there. And just two there. Take us a few days to get there, but it's not really a problem. That little outpost will hold. Remedy for the fear. Okay, we'll allow it, why not? One more day and we'll be there. Potion of Courage Decree. Perfectly okay, thank you, game. We don't need it. Kill ourselves some enemy demon armies. I don't know why I said that in such a way that is probably unperceptible. Let's kill some enemy demon armies. There we go. Bye-bye, you. Bye-bye you. Bye-bye you. And that's one army down. To be fair, this is not what I expected to be doing this stream. I literally thought we were going to get right into the end game, but as usual, the game's found a way to make me wrong. Yeah, she doesn't really have any offensive spells. There we go. No endgame spoilers, Joe. Still haven't seen it yet. Jesus Christ. What is it with you, the memes and you, Jamie? How many more troops can I recruit? Quite a decent amount. Oh, that's also a fucking large amount of a big shitty fucking army stat right there. But the memes are your ally. 7 more days. Cool, they've got straight arrows. I feel like they're just charging out of one area now at me. Thank you for the hydrate, pause check and stretch, Jamie. To the next battle. Gotta appreciate these guys are trying really hard to kill me. Okay. Methods of persuasion. Yeah, I'm not going to bother reading these because once requisition's done, that should enter the Citadel. Should be a conversation. Go. Got a couple of conversations to do. Commander, the army of the champion of the abyss has been routed. The Balor has fled to Threshold and abandoned his invincible allies. Odin's pale face, normally so calm, now bears an expression of barely contained exultation. The triumph for all of Golarion. We've made it clear to everyone, to every plane of existence, that we can repel an attack by any opponent. As long as heroes like our soldiers are protecting Golarion's borders, I wouldn't recommend showing up here uninvited. Taught the demons a lesson they won't soon forget. The sacrifice we've made in this war have thus proven effective. Seems like your path to knock one esteemed abyss dweller after another off the pedestal. Who's going to be your next enemy? Lamashtu herself? The troops are still in the process of tallying up the spoils, and the battlefield looks like a blood-soaked treasure vault. The demons learned that it was dangerous to mess with those mad Golarians, so they splurged on their best gear. The ours now, and we need to decide what to do with it. Are we going to keep those artifacts for ourselves, demonstrate our trophies to all of Aristan, or destroy them in divine, purifying flame? Favor the god. Fight against the doom of demons. Your dream has come true. The greatest general of the abyss is undone. Odin lowers his head humbly. I bow to your strategic genius. Did you find what you were looking for on the front lines? I have not found peace, and my dreams burn still, and yet I found the courage to stand against the flame. Odin looks you directly and fearlessly. There we go. As befits a man who has met his doom and refused to give in, what are you going to do now? I'll go on protecting people. In memory of the fallen and for the glory of the living, my service will not end until I draw my last breath. You're a worthy soldier, Odin. Carry on with your service. I've become so, thanks to you. Know that I will always remember the one who believed in me and gave me a chance to atone for the sins of the past. Biggest battle is yet to come, so we'll need every weapon we can get. A reasonable decision given that the war is not over. I will make sure that the trophies reach our arsenal safe and sound. Standing solemnly, Odin says in a slightly trembling voice, what I'm about to say may be inappropriate, even unacceptable for an officer speaking to their superior, but I am proud to serve you. When I was a boy, I imagined myself a general who would give back to their armies of Mendev their unstoppable might. Then I grew up and left those childish fantasies behind. Then you appeared, and they weren't childhood fantasies anymore, and I was able to participate. Could I dream of anything more? No. At last, the Crusade army has regained the glory and might unseen since the days of the First Crusade. The trials we've overcome together have made our warriors into ideal soldiers, cogs in the mechanism of war. Good work, Commander. I never thought I'd be interested in a career in the military, but I suppose even I wouldn't mind serving in such an unstoppable and well-arranged army. If I were younger and the pay were higher. Odin squares his shoulders and salutes you solemnly. Commander, it's an honor for me, and for all of you, for all of you officers serving your army. It's done, Commander. The most difficult moment demanded that we make the most difficult decision. We did. The first requisition has been made. The warehouse has been resupplied. The soldiers have their weapons and food. The people curse our name, of course. Call us the new fellows of the Crusade, except they're back home, and we're on the front line. They couldn't even see that we were hanging by a thread. They can't understand that we had to act the way we did. History will absolve us, Commander. Because of this crisis taught us to use resources sparingly, we've ended up with a certain surplus of funds. I propose we use them to build a majestic cathedral. You know we have a few sins on our conscience. If praying for forgiveness doesn't work, maybe buying it will. Forget it, let's celebrate instead. I say we use the spare money to build ourselves one hell of a palace, a real commander's residence with peacocks. A cathedral would be wonderful, but I think an even better idea. Let's use the money to create a magnificent garden in memory of the fallen and a promise that very soon Zakoris will bloom again. We're still at war here. All resources must go toward fortifying our defenses. We should construct the kind of fortress that would deter anyone from even thinking about attacking Dresden. Did we really have any other choice? Furrowing her brow grimly, Doringling says with determination, the end justifies any means. We're fighting for this world, and I don't care what it thinks of us. We'll save it by force if we have to. Did it really call us the fellows out loud? I'm afraid so, but what can we do about it if it was the only way to win? Don't listen to them, Commander. They're the words of people back home who owe you their lives. Doringling gives you a crook smile. You can court-martial me after the war if you want, but for now we must snatch victory from the jaws of our enemy at any cost and by any means necessary. Plan, we'll build a mire fortress and man the walls with loyal sentinels. It'd be great if we never had to make use of it, but something tells me we'll see the enemy outside the walls before the final advance. Commander, thank you for everything you've done. Your methods have been irregular, cruel at times, and, let's face it, not strictly legal on occasion, but you did the job. You've done it. You prevented this crusade from choking on in the noose of the crisis. And you've organized logistics we can rely on in the final battle. I never thought you and me would be so slick at dealing with serious business like this at all. The two of us have pretty much saved the whole crusade from a certain doom. I'm proud of us. You are faced with a difficult task to lead the crusade in its hour of greatest need. Alas, there's no place for kind decisions in times like these. One is forced to choose between evil and idleness. You found the strength to make the right choice, and you saved us. I greatly respect you for it. Well, we knew this wasn't going to be easy. It takes nerves and a heart of steel to be a good chief. You've proven that you have them, because the people who depend on you are still alive. That's what matters. Logistics Service will continue its work, but I don't think we'll need to call another meeting of this council. Congratulations, Commander. Your logistics are more than solid than ever. Now you have only one concern, the front lines, the offensive, victory. And I actually think the game means that. That should be the end. Yep, there we go. We now have two quests. One we physically can't do because I believe it's actually a bug because of how old this save is. The fact that this save was literally made day one of this game coming out and the amount of updates. Yeah, we are now ready. About half an hour after I expected to be attacking Threshold. for our attack on Threshold. But before we do, I have decided that we're going to do one last thing. And you see this, you see this beautiful area here. I'm pretty sure, fingers crossed, that I can upgrade it to a stronghold.